What's up, guys? Just locking up the gym. I'm going to take a few seconds to see if anyone will pop up on here and get some live people in on the feed. So, like I said, I was going to start doing some live videos. And today is going to be the first of those live videos. Let me lock the door real fast. Keep people from coming in after hours. All right, all locked up. Good to go. What's up, Ed? What's up, Scott? All right. Let's sit down fast. Turn you sideways. Turn off my podcast. So, listening to Andy Frisella there a little bit, listening to his podcast that he put up yesterday talking about goal setting. And it's actually really cool because it meets up perfectly with what I was going to talk about today. And it had to do with my post yesterday. So yesterday I was talking about goals. And you want, thanks for the beer, Dave. So you want goals that are SMART goals, like I was saying, that are attainable, specific, realistic, time-bound, measurable, but there's a little bit different goals that you can also set. And those goals are the goals, like I posted in my comments today, that are the ones that you're scared to tell people about because they're that big. And that's all right. Like, that's a good thing. And as you can see in my title, that this is advanced goal setting. So with a regular goal, whenever you first start setting goals, SMART goals are perfect. That's what you want to do. You want to set a SMART goal, something that you can accomplish, that you can build on, that can be a stair step to meeting a larger goal, or build confidence with. Confidence is huge when it comes to setting goals and meeting goals, because if you're afraid to go after what it is that you really truly desire, then you're not going to go after it 100%. So you can't be scared. You can't be scared to fail. So what Andy was talking about today is that he thinks that everyone should kind of shut down the weak goals and go after the bigger goals. And I think that that's a really advanced kind of thing to do, but it's also really smart. And the reason why it's really smart is because this quote right here, it says, "Shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you will land among the stars." And that's really cool because when it comes to goals, you know, if you're setting, say you're setting a monetary goal. Now let's keep it with fitness. So body fat. I used that example yesterday. So say you're doing a bodybuilding show and you're wanting to lose, 5% body fat in a month, or in 6 months. So that's your goal, and you have 10% to lose to get to your show body fat. Well, if you set that 10% at 6 months, then either you're going to be way closer to your show body fat than you would have been if you were just doing 5%, or you're going to be able to be at that 10% and then exceed your expectations that you had already set beforehand. So there's not a problem with setting these lofty goals if you know how to handle failure. Because sometimes you're going to fail, and that's all right. You can fail. Now, handling the failure in the right way is the important part. You have to realize that it's a success in itself that you gave it everything you had, especially when it's a really, really big goal. So don't be afraid to fail. Know that you did your best and that you're going to learn from that failure and that you're 10 times further than you would have been beforehand. I also said that I was going to talk about books. Tomorrow I'm going to talk about books. We're going to talk about the 10X rule, which is awesome. Andy was talking about that today, 10Xing your goals kind of a thing. And then we're also going to talk about Think and Grow Rich a little bit, and a few other books that I've got back here. I don't have a whole lot of books. I'm not a huge reader, but I'm forcing myself to get into it because there's so much knowledge that you can get from it. Everyone wants to go on Google these days, and Google's great. But there's more to it than just Google. You don't get the same impact that you would if you were actually getting the books, reading the books. I actually like hard copy books instead of ebooks or whatever. It just kind of, time away from a screen is kind of nice. You can also look in my comments. Isabel posted this really cool, let me pull it up here, really cool picture underneath my picture, and it talks about, let me see if I can find it. The success indicator talks about successful people versus unsuccessful people, and it talks about the things that successful people do and the things that they kind of have in their life compared to unsuccessful people and the things that they bring into their life. And a lot of it you can see is people that they're around and then the way that they think about themselves and others. So it goes into the self-positivity, and then surround yourself with people that will build you up, kind of a deal. So it's hard to better yourself whenever you're the only one that's pulling the team along, you know. So try and get yourself surrounded with people that build you up, and build those people up, and you guys will grow together. So make sure you guys are building up off each other. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about it. I don't want this video to be too awful long. Just remember, set lofty goals if you can handle failure, and know that if you're going 100% for it, that this is something that you really, really, really want, then no matter what, you're not really failing. Because you're going to be so much further ahead than you would have been if you set some small goal that there was no way that you could really fail unless you just didn't do anything at all. So really, really focus on getting ready to fail a little bit, but being a lot better than you used to be. All right, guys, have a good night. Tomorrow, I'm not sure what time I'm going to put up my video, but like I said, it'll be about books, so feel free to stop on by, ask me some questions. I like to see that all these people are joining in. It's sad to say that I'm logging off now. You guys can pop back and rewatch the video. I'm probably going to leave my videos up for a couple days and then start hiding them or deleting them, because I don't want my page to be just full of videos and stuff. So anyway, you guys have a good night, and I'll see most of you guys in the gym tomorrow. See ya.